Decision in the works for Georgia's energy future that could possibly impact your power bill. State regulators unanimously approved a massive expansion of Georgia Power's electricity supply. Nearly 10 gigawatts of new capacity will serve a surge in data centers across the state. However, that move sparked loud protests inside the hearing room. Maggie Fitzgerald is live in studio with what this could mean for your power bill.
Frank, what happened on Friday is the moment this debate boiled over, protesters chanting nay as state regulators moved toward a final vote. And today, the Georgia Public Service Commission is moving forward, voting 5-0 to approve about $16 billion in new energy projects, from natural gas and battery storage to solar and power purchase deals. They say it's all about keeping up with rapid data center growth, something Central Georgia neighbors are already seeing up close. Friday's hearing ran on for hours, capped by chants and signs as commissioners prepared to vote on Georgia Power's expansion plan. Despite the protests, all PSC leaders voted yes, clearing the way for an additional 9,885 megawatts, roughly a third of Georgia Power's peak output to keep up with rapid data center growth. But will it impact Georgia Power customers?
Power bills should not be affected based on data centers. Existing customers will not see price increases based on data centers. The cost of data center infrastructure will be placed on new data centers, period.
Right now, Georgia Power is under a 3-year rate freeze. Under the deal, the company also agrees to backstop the next 3 years after that, promising to cover the cost of new data center infrastructure if projected growth doesn't arrive. Georgia Power says that will actually push bills down between 2029 and 2031, about $8.50 less a month.
I'll believe it when I see it. But I also think it's a little coincidental that the current rate freeze expires around the same time a lot of the data centers around the state are supposed to come online.
The fight over proposed data centers continues in rural areas like Jones County. Dustin Riley helped launch a countywide grassroots effort back in September, shortly after an application for a proposed 634-acre data center was submitted. After hearing about the PSC's decision, Riley questioned the timing.
Seems like they wanted to rush that decision through before the 2 new members who were elected got seated. And I think their willingness to rush that vote through kind of tells you who the current board members really represent.
And PSC's Public Information Officer Tom Krause says commissioners will be watching new data center contracts closely over the next year. If that expected growth doesn't come into fruition, he says officials can scale back on the deal. Back to you, Frank.
All right, Maggie, thanks very much. The PSC order still has to be formally signed in the new year. Thomas Krause says there will be a 10-day window for any party to appeal or even ask for a rehearing.